Hi everyone, this is Norma with All My Crochet, and today I'm going to teach you how to make the purse. We've already done the dress and the coat, so now let's make the purse. I have two different styles here that I'm going to show you. This one just opens here at the top, has a nice little strap. This one here has a button and a little flap and a nice little strap. So I'm going to show you how to make these two purses. They're very similar to make. So the materials that we're using is Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and it's the metallic one, and it is the size number 4 medium weight yarn. We're also going to be using a crochet hook size H, and if you're a beginner, you might need a stitch marker right here and a button if you're doing the one with the little flap. So let's get started and let me show you how to make it. So to start off with, we need a chain of 11. So I have that right here. So we're going to do a chain of 11, and what we're going to do is we're going to skip the first stitch. We're going to go into the second stitch, and in that second stitch we're going to put 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3 of them. So that's your first half double crochet. If you need your stitch marker, go ahead and put that in that first single crochet. Oh, I'm sorry, half double crochet, not single. Okay, so we did our first half double. Now in that same stitch, we're going to do our second half double. Okay. Now in the next 8 stitches, we're going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch, leave the last one unworked. So again, we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through all 3. So we're going to do that for 8 stitches. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I'll see you at the end. So I've worked all 8 stitches. I have the 8 half double crochets that I just worked, and then in that second chain from the hook we worked 2 of them, so you have a total of 10 stitches right now. Now in this very last one right here, we're going to work 4 half double crochets all into the same stitch. So we're going to work 4. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4 right here. Okay, now we're going to be working on the other side of the chain right here, and in the next 8 stitches you're going to work 1 half double crochet, leave the last one unworked. So again, you're going to be working, let me just show you, you're going to be working right here in these little stitches right here. Okay, so we're going to do 8 stitches, and you're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, oops, if I can do that correctly, and do that. So I'm going to work all 8, and I will see you at the end. So here I am at the end. Now it kind of looks like we have 2 stitches. So I just want to explain that to you. You have this stitch right here, which is your last stitch. And then it kind of looks like you have a stitch right here, but you don't. That one right here that's close to the stitch marker is actually the chain that we skipped over. So don't confuse that. This one here is the last one right there. So in that last stitch, we're going to work 2 half double crochets into the same stitch. 1 and 2. And at the end of round 1, you should have a total of 24 stitches. So if you have 25, that means you work that extra one, take it out, because there should only be 24 stitches. So now what we're going to do is take the stitch marker out, and we're going to slip stitch to that first half double crochet right there. Okay, so we're done with round number 1. So now to start round number 2, you're going to do a chain of 1. And in round 2, we're going to be working in the front loops. So you have a loop on top and then a loop on the bottom here. We're going to be working in that front loop. We're going to do a single crochet all the way around, starting with that very first one where we did the slip stitch. You're going to work a single crochet right there in that front loop. And you need your stitch marker. Go ahead and put that in right there. So we're going to go to the next stitch. In the front loop, we're going to work a single crochet. So that's what we're going to do all the way around, is just work one single crochet in every stitch. So I'm going to continue to do that, and I will see you at the other end. So here we are at the end. Now this stitch is your very last stitch right here. But again, this one right next to it, it's not a stitch. What that is the slip stitch from the previous row. Then we did the chain one, and then we did our single crochet. So you got to be very careful not to crochet that stitch there, otherwise you'll come up with 25 stitches. So in this last stitch right here, I'm just going to do in the front loop a single crochet. I'm going to take my stitch marker out, and we're going to slip stitch to that very first stitch. Now if you're not sure, make sure you count your stitches, and you should still have 24. So this is what round 2 looks like. So in round 3, so now we're going to do a chain of 1, and we're going to do the stitch now where in that first stitch we're going to do a single crochet and a double crochet all into the same stitch. And if you need your stitch marker, go ahead and put that in the single crochet stitch there. So now we're going to skip a stitch, go to the next one, do a single crochet and a double crochet. And we're going to repeat this all the way around. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet and double crochet. So we're going to keep repeating this all the way to the end, and I will see you when you have the last 3 stitches that are unworked. So here I am at the last 3 stitches. So we have 1, 2, 3. Now it looks like this is a stitch right here, but it's not. That's the slip stitch from the previous row, and then the chain 1, and then that's when we did the single crochet right there. You know, when we first started, single crochet, double crochet in that stitch. So now what we're going to do is, again, skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet and double crochet into the same stitch. We're going to skip this stitch here, going to take our stitch marker out, and we're going to slip stitch to close. And that's what it's looking like. This is the end of round number 3. So now we're going to start round number 4. To do that, we're going to do the chain 1. In that first stitch, we're going to do the single crochet and double crochet. And put your stitch marker right there in that single crochet. Skip this one, go to the next one, and we're going to do a single crochet and double crochet. So we're going to work the same thing like we did in the previous row all the way around. So I'm going to continue to do this. So again, skip one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. So I'll see you at the end of this round. So I'm at my end right here of round number 4. I'm going to skip this one, take the stitch marker out, and we're going to slip stitch to close. And again, we're going to repeat the same thing in the next row. We're going to repeat the same thing all the way up to row number 9. So you're going to do the same exact thing for each and every row until row number 9. Chain 1, single crochet, double crochet into the same stitch. Put your stitch marker in so you know where your single crochet is. Go skip the next stitch, go to the next one, single crochet and double crochet into the same stitch. So I'm going to keep working this, and I'm going to keep working the same thing all the way to row number 9. Again, when you get to the last stitch, skip it, and then you're going to slip stitch to close, and then repeat the same thing we've been doing the last 2 rows. And I will see you at the end of row number 9. So here I am at the end of row 9, and that's what the bag is looking like. I'm skipping that last one and slip stitching to close. I already took the stitch marker out, and I'm just slip stitching to close right there. Okay, so we're done with row number 9. Now all we're going to do is we're going to do a chain of 1. And in that very first stitch, we're going to do a single crochet, and that's what we're going to do all the way around, is just a single crochet in every stitch all the way around for round number 10. So I'm going to do my single crochets and I will see you at the end. So here I'm at the end and I have one more single crochet to do. And then you're going to slip stitch to close. If you needed that stitch marker, you go ahead and make sure you put that in there, but I didn't. So we're done with round number 10. We're going to do one more round of the same thing. We're going to do a chain 1 in that same stitch. You're going to do a single crochet. And if you need your stitch marker, go ahead and put it in. And we're going to single crochet again all the way around for round number 11. So I'm going to do that and I'll meet you here at the end. So here we're at the end of round 11. I have one more single crochet and then we're going to slip stitch. Okay, and we're done with this part here. Now, this is what we've just completed right here. Now we're going to work on the strap. So to do that, we're going to slip stitch all the way to the corner over here. So you're just going to slip stitch in this stitch, the next one, and the next one right there. Okay, so now we're at the other end right here. So from here, what we're going to do is a chain of 45. So that's all you're going to do is a chain of 45. And I'm going to continue to do that. And when I have 45, I'll come back. So I have my chain of 45 here. You want to make sure that it doesn't get twisted or tangled. You're going to go to the other end, right over here in the corner, and we're going to do a single crochet right there. Okay, now we're going to turn our work over. Okay, now this yarn, you're going to want to flip it over to the other end here, and you want to flip these chains over here. Now in every one of these chains we're going to do a slip stitch. Let me just get that a little closer, we can see better. Okay, so we're going to grab the chain and we're going to do a slip stitch in every single one. We're not going to go to this first one, we're going to go right here because that's where we did the single crochet. That stitch is where the single crochet is. So now we're going to go right here and you're going to do a slip stitch, and you're going to do a slip stitch in every single chain all the way to the other end, and it's going to give it a nice little rope look to it when you do the single crochet like this. As you can see, that's what it's looking like. So I'm going to continue to do that and I'll see you at the end. So I'm here at the end. I have one more slip stitch to do. Oops, I can grab it. Here we go. And then we're going to slip stitch right here. And you're done. Now you can do just a little chain to tighten that up, and then you can cut your yarn, and we're done with our little purse here. And as you can see, doing the slip stitch, let me show you, doing the slip stitch gives it a nice little rope look to this right here. Okay, so this is what it's looking like. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to do the flap. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take it out and meet you here when I've taken it out and we're at the end of row number 11. That's the last row of the single crochet. So I'm going to take it out and I'm going to show you how to do the flap. So we're here at the end of round 11. I'm going to just do that single crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch to close, and that's the end of round number 11. Now what we're going to do is we're going to slip stitch 2 more stitches. So 1 and 2, only 2. We're going to do a chain 1. We're going to turn our work over, and we're going to work a half double crochet in that same stitch right here where we did the slip stitch. So we're going to do a half double crochet there, and we're going to work along these stitches here, and we need a total of 12 half double crochets, so 1 in every stitch. So that's the first one, second, third, and I'm going to do a total of 12 half double crochets, and I will see you when I am done. So here I have completed my 12 half double crochets. So now that's the round 1 of the little flap. So I'm going to chain 1, turn my work, and in that very first stitch we're going to do our single crochet and double crochet in the same stitch. Skip 1, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet into the same stitch, skip 1, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch, skip, go to the next, and we're going to work that. And I'm just going to continue to do this with you. Skip this one, go to the next one, single and double. Okay, now here we have 3 stitches left. If you can see, we have 1, 2, and 3. So now what we're going to do is skip this one and go to the next one, and all we're doing is just working 1 single crochet there. And in that last one, we're going to work our double crochet, only because we have an even number of stitches, and this is the best way to end it, just like that. So this is round 2 of the flap. Round 3 is going to be worked the same way. Yarn over, or I'm sorry, chain 1, turn our work, and in that very first stitch you're going to do the single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch, and we're going to work this same thing. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. Skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. Skip this one, and this is the last 3. So on these last 3 we're going to do skip 1, go into the next one, single crochet only, next last one, double crochet. Okay, so we're done with round number 3 of the flap. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to do that again for this round. You're going to chain 1, first stitch, single crochet, double crochet in the same stitch. So we're going to repeat the same thing we did in the past 2 rows. Okay, skip this one, go to the next one, single crochet, double crochet. So I'm going to continue to do this, and I will see you at the end. So I'm here at the end, skipping this one, the next one, just 1 single crochet, and in that last stitch, a double crochet. Okay, so that's what it's looking like. So now we're going to do a chain 1, and in this row, all we're going to do is a single crochet across. So in that very first one, we're going to do a single crochet and all the way across. So I'm going to continue to do my single crochets, and I will see you at the end. So I'm done with my single crochets. So now we're going to do a chain of 1, turn our work, and again we're going to do a single crochet, but we're going to do it to 6 stitches. So starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we're going to do a chain 2. That's going to be where your buttonhole is going to be. And if you have a bigger button, you might want to do an extra chain or 2, but I think 2 is enough for me, so that's what I'm doing. So we did the chain 2. Now in the next 6 stitches, we're going to work a single crochet all the way across. Should be, again, 6 stitches here to the end. And once you're done with this, we're done with our little flap. And do a chain to tighten right there. And then this is for your button right here. Okay. So if you put this down, that's what it looks like. And then you definitely want to sew the button on right there. Okay. So now we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other purse. We're going to do the little handle or strap, I should say. I'm going to just use another piece of scrap yarn here that I have. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into a stitch right here. Now you can probably go into this stitch right here where that first half double crochet is at. Put your yarn through, pull up a loop, and then tie it. And then again, you're going to do a chain of 45. So all you're going to do is insert your hook, pull up the loop here, and then start with your chain of 45. So I'm going to do 45 chains, and I will see you here when I have them. So I have my chain of 45 right here. Again, make sure it doesn't get twisted. I just folded the flap back just so it's not in my way. And then right here where we started, the half double crochet on the other side, you're just going to insert your hook there. Actually, no, we're going to do a single crochet. That's what we did on the last one. So you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a yarn over, and pull through both loops for your single crochet. Then we're going to turn this around, and then again we're going to slip stitch in every stitch. Okay, so I'm kind of twisting my chains forward, and we're going to start right here with that first one and just doing a slip stitch. So we're going to do a slip stitch all the way to the end, and then we're done with this purse. So I'm going to go ahead and do my slip stitches, and I will see you at the end. So here I have one more stitch to slip stitch. I can grab it. Of course, I'm having a hard time. There we go. And you're pretty much done. So then you're going to slip stitch right here, and you're done. I'm going to do my chain to tighten this. And your purse is done. This is what it's looking like. Of course, I got to cut all my ends, which I haven't done yet. And then you're going to sew your buttonhole on there. And then you have your strap as well. So this is what the purse looks like. So we did these two different ones. Like I said, we have two different styles. You pick which one you want, and we're done with the purse. The next tutorial will be on the little, I shouldn't say shoes, they're boots. So that's going to be the next one coming. I'm sorry it's been taking me a little longer. I'm having issues. I record these videos on my cell phone, and the editing app that I use for some reason has not been working. It doesn't want to save my videos, so I'm having to record all of this on my phone, and of course that could be problems if, you know, there's mistakes or anything to edit. And this is just the whole length of the video without me doing any kind of editing. So you know, unfortunately, hopefully when I do the boots, I'll have some better luck recording the video and not have any issues. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you very much. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification button. And please leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I hope this was easy for you guys. I try to make them as simple as possible. Again, I love hearing from you, so please make sure you comment, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you.